What's going on, guys? This is the Experienced Optimist. And today I want to talk about why it is easier to chase women than success. In the book The War of Art by Steven Pressfield, he discusses how resistance is the main enemy in our lives that stop us from attaining success. I love this book, and I want to read some passages from the book that highly relate to MGTOW and men in general. The passages go like this. Sometimes resistance takes the form of sex or an obsessive preoccupation with sex. Why sex? Because sex provides immediate and powerful gratification. When someone sleeps with us, we feel validated and approved of, even loved. Resistance gets a big kick out of that. It knows it has distracted us with a cheap, easy fix and kept us from doing our work. Of course, not all sex is a manifestation of resistance. In my experience, you can tell by the measure of hollowness you feel afterward. The more empty you feel, the more certain you can be that your true motivation was not love or even lust, but resistance. It goes without saying that this principle applies to drugs, shopping, masturbation, TV, gossip, alcohol, and the consumption of all products containing fat, sugar, salt, or chocolate. Resistance and trouble. We get ourselves in trouble because it's a cheap way to get attention. Trouble is a far form of fame. It's easier to get busted in the bedroom with the faculty chairman's wife than it is to finish that dissertation on the metaphysics of Motley in the novellas of Joseph Conrad. Ill health is a form of trouble, as are alcoholism and drug addiction, proneness to accidents, all neuroses including compulsive screwing up, and such seemingly benign foibles as jealousy, chronic lateness, and the blasting of rap music at 110 decibels from your smoked glass 95 Supra. Anything that draws attention to ourselves through pain-free or artificial means is a manifestation of resistance. Cruelty to others is a form of resistance, as is the willing endurance of cruelty from others. So then, why do we as men dedicate all this time and energy towards getting with women and trying desperately to throw our lives away? I believe it's because of a fear that we will succeed. Cliche, but we've heard this all before, but I believe it's true. In The War of Art, Steven Pressfield states that we fear that we can access the powers we secretly know we possess. That we can become the person we sense in our hearts we truly are. This is the most terrifying prospect a human being can face because it ejects him at one go, he imagines, from all the tribal inclusions his psyche is wired for and has been for 50 million years. We fear discovering that we are more than we think we are, more than our parents, children, teachers think we are. We fear that we actually possess the talent that our still small voice tells us that we have actually the guts, the perseverance, the capacity for. We feel that we truly can steer our ship, plant our flag, reach our promised land. We fear this because, if it's true, then we become estranged from all we know. We pass through a membrane. We become monsters and monstrous. We know that if we embrace our ideals, we must prove worthy of them. And that scares the hell out of us. What will become of us? We will lose our friends and family who will no longer recognize us. We will wind up alone in the cold void of starry space, with nothing and no one to hold on to. Of course, this is exactly what happens, but here's the trick. We wind up in space, but not alone. Instead, we are tapped into an unquenchable, undepletable, inexhaustible source of wisdom, consciousness, companionship. Yeah, we lose friends, but we find friends too, in places we never thought to look. And they're better friends, truer friends, and we're better and truer to them. As men, we have to fight this fear with every fiber of our being. We are more than our biology. We are more than pussy hounds. We are more than whipping boys. We are the ones that will push society forward. The ones that will lay claim to the betterment of what life has to offer. And ultimately, the sculptors of our own destiny. If you like this video, give a thumbs up, like, subscribe, support other MGTOW channels, and I will talk to you later.